Hey, what's up, guys? Gemini back with another video, and I'm sitting here and I'm watching some old school WCW from 1993. I just got done watching. I've been watching all the WCW pay-per-views from 92, 93, 94, 95. Just been binging on them while I've been working out. And I haven't seen Battle Bowl 93 in a while, and I still have the same thoughts on it that I had when, I was doing my thing on YouTube, making all those crazy videos years ago. WCW, man, they just did a lot of really, really stupid stuff. They had matches that made no sense. They had matches where you couldn't follow the rules. They just needed wrestling people to be over the top of it, not lawyers, not attorneys, not doctors. They needed wrestling people to be running the show who knew how to deliver a good product for the audience. Now, Battle Bowl 93, you go through the tournament, and it's just a random pairing of guys, 7 tag team matches, which are very forgettable. There's nothing really memorable that happens in these 7 matches. And then you have a glimpse of hope. You have a really cool press conference with Ric Flair and Vader, because Ric Flair was going to challenge Vader for the world title that year in Charlotte at Starrcade 93, right? So they show this really cool press conference, and it goes a couple minutes, and it kind of perks up your interest. Like, I had to go back and watch that shit like 2 or 3 times. And then so in the Battle Bowl, you win the tag team match, you and your partner win, you get to go to the Battle Royal at the end and try to become the Battle Bowl champion, which is a Battle Royal, and there's 15 guys in there. So Vader tagged up with, Cactus Jack. Vader gets in Battle Bowl because him and Cactus Jack won, which was entertaining to watch them as a tag team because they were just coming off their match at Halloween Havoc 93, the Texas Death Match, which was interesting to watch. And so Vader is the World Heavyweight Champion at this point. Vader is the number 1 guy in WCW. He is the world champion. He's the best, and he's been on a roll all year. Why they had Vader win Battle Bowl that night, I have no idea. That by him winning the Battle Bowl, that elevates no one in the ring around him. I mean, you could have easily had him wrestle Sting in the main event of Battle Bowl for the title, and if they needed to get Vader over, they could have had him beat Sting in the match. Sting owed him one from the previous year, the King of Cable tournament at Starrcade. Sting owed him one, so Sting could have laid down right there, and you could have had Vader go over that way. Why you go through this big tournament, you go through this pay-per-view, you go through all these hooplas, you go through all of it to have your world champion win the Battle Bowl? It makes no sense. Maybe they got the concept from years ago when Hogan was the world champion in 90 and won. Hogan didn't need to win the 1990 Royal Rumble, and Hogan didn't need to win the 91 Royal Rumble. He was over enough where he didn't need to win the Royal Rumble. Same thing here. Vader did not need to win Battle Bowl, especially when the Final Four was Stunning Steve Austin. It was Vader. It was Sting, and I forget the other guy in there for the Final Four in the Battle Bowl, but they could have easily put someone else over and had him win the Battle Bowl. It's just the Battle Bowl, on paper, it was a great concept, but it never came out well. And WCW just did stupid stuff like that by having their world champion win the Battle Bowl. I get it. We're going to elevate our champion and have him go over and win this. It didn't make any sense. It never sat well with me why Vader won that tournament, why he won the Battle Bowl that night. I didn't get it. He was already the champion, and another stupid thing too, he didn't wear his belt to the ring at all. And I was like, dude, you're the world champion, and you're not coming to the ring with your title belt. I didn't understand the same thing Rick Rude wrestled. He was the international world champion at the time, and he didn't come to the ring with his belt. So I'm like, you guys didn't come to the ring with your world title, but little things, little details like that. But Battle Bowl 93 was just all over the place. Just not a very good presentation, not a very good show, really, at all. And they're lucky they got Hogan in 94, or I think we would have seen WCW done and gone years before, just like pay-per-views like the Battle Bowl. They could have easily not had that pay-per-view and been perfectly fine. They could have built up from Halloween Havoc 93, which was subpar. They could have easily just gone right into Starrcade, which at Starrcade 93 with Flair and Vader, they did deliver a solid presentation. The rest of the matches were not that great, but Flair and Vader did deliver a solid presentation. But at Battle Bowl 93, it was just WCW 93 it was rough, man. Even up to early 96, I mean, WCW was rough. Presentation was rough. The thinking was rough. I don't know what the hell they were thinking on that night at Battle Bowl. But WCW, man, they did a lot of dumb stuff. They weren't thinking straight.